What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new ability video, and it's been a very long time since I've done this. So the AP just got boosted over to 18 the past, I think it was like 3 days ago. It was on Thursday. So we got to give you guys an updated video. What should you be spending your ability points on? So let's start off the first part of the video. Let's get to the quarterbacks, go through the quarterbacks and what you should be spending those 18 AP on. So first things always, I would highly recommend if you're going to spend of AP, you need to run either. Do not run a skateboard because it's a little bit too much AP and you have a lot more better things you can do. So I would recommend you running Pass Lead Elite or Gunslinger. You have to run one of these two abilities because the fact you want that extra pass velocity when you're throwing football, since everyone is going to be using the 6-7 user gods, Jimmy Graham, Simmons, whatever. They're just going to be all user and generous. And you also, another thing you want to be using is Fearless. If you guys are not me, I get pissed off. Every single pass rusher in this game has like 99 like under pressure, and it makes sure these quarterbacks throw like shit. So I would highly recommend either running Gunslinger, Pass Elite, Fearless, and you got some hot route master. And of course, there's a couple other things you can do, some passing abilities. But since every other quarterback in the game is already past the threshold, I don't think the passing abilities really matter as much as you don't necessarily need them. So let's just say you run Bazooka. Bazooka's like around 6 AP, Hot Round Master plus 2. We're going to be spending about 8 AP on your quarterback. And of course, there's plenty of other options you guys can use for your quarterback ability. I run Bazooka. To me, Bazooka just really easy to get, just 2 bombs. And you pretty much already got the ability fully started up. So that's what I would prefer running with Bazooka. Next ability we're going to be talking about is going to be the receivers. Now, the receivers and tight ends are pretty much all the same thing in general. Just same type of abilities. Really just like 4 abilities and everything else is like extra. So far we've spent about 8 AP. Another ability you should be running on your receivers is Double Me. I would highly recommend running the Deep Out Elite or the Deep In Elite. I highly recommend the Deep Out because Deep Out is just it's more broken compared to other abilities. You got Matchup Nightmare, you got like all these route tech, you got these route running abilities. Personally, me, I tried them out. I feel like they don't matter as much. People are just it's overhyped. All you guys really need is Deep Out Elite, and you don't really need Deep In doesn't work as much as Deep Out. Deep Out is really broken this year. It's been really broken this year in general because it works like in pretty much everyone on the field. So I would recommend running 2 deep out receivers on your number 1 and your number 2. And on your third receiver on your slot, I would recommend running either Route Tech or Slot-O-Matic. As you guys can see over here, I have run on my Wes Welker Slot-O-Matic, which is a better steroid version of Route Tech, which destroys man coverage like no tomorrow, but it only works in the slot. Well, I put this on my slot receiver because they're pretty much just going to destroy man coverage. There's no tomorrow on those corner routes, those 1 routes, those C routes. It's just going to be very, very effective when you run those Slot-O-Matic. It's going to be very helpful. And you're probably saying, Dudley, well, should I put some route running abilities? You don't really need those route running abilities as much as you would think you do. A lot of people say, oh, you need those route running abilities. It's a huge big factor. Really, it is not that much of needed in the game right now. The reason I like riding Deep Out because when I'm playing online, I just like to see my receivers just fucking destroy the fuck out of corners. That's a thing in general. You saw that I was playing it in a solo battle, doing some testing. That's what I like to do in solo battles, doing some testing on abilities, see if they work, what works, what doesn't work. Since but if they moss them in the computer, they're gonna moss them online. I tried it so many times. Megatron's broken. Same thing with everyone. With tight ends, you can always run Matchup Nightmare, but I noticed your tight ends don't really need abilities that much. As much, I would recommend just running Deep Out since it will just be in general, since most of your tight ends are going to be running either straight routes or like going towards the sidelines on the corner routes. And yeah, pretty much in general, I would highly recommend running Deep Out if you're going to put an ability on your tight end. Do you need one? Not really. You don't really need an ability on your tight end. It's not necessary, but it's something if you do want, you could always pick up. Now we're going to be talking about offensive line. What is the most important ability? Now our total for our AP should be like around 13. Let's say about 13, 12, depending how much AP you're going to be putting on your receivers and tight end. But I would say like 13 is a good number. Next, you got like about good slots. I would highly recommend putting a post up, maybe 1 or 2 post ups on your center or your guards. If you're going to run 2 post-ups, I would recommend 1 on your left guard, 1 on your right guard, so it helps passing, pass blocking, run game in general. If you're just going to run 1 post-up, since it does cost 2 AP, I would highly recommend just put it on your center, just your center, since most all the time, he's going to always be double teaming or helping out everyone. So that's something to keep in mind. That's going to be really helpful. So post-ups in general or identifier, because other abilities don't really truly matter that much. So let's say 1 post-up. So you got 1 on your center now. So you got a total of, let's say, about 3-4 AP left on your running back, which On your running back, I've noticed all these abilities such as pass catching and receiving the ball. They're pretty good and all, but honestly, Tank is just broken. Tank is fucking broken, guys. Because if you guys play online, everyone tries to hit stick, it breaks their tackle. Use fucking overpowered trucking. Armbar, I know, does not work as much, so I would recommend either running Tank, the trucking ability, or the really overpowered jukebox ability, juking. Those are the only abilities I've noticed truly matters. What you're probably saying, what about the backfield mismatch, the one better increased catching? We're in this time in the game, you guys. Every card has like overpowered catching, really good catching. There's no need for it. It's just an overuse. Just run these ability trucking or juking and pretty much tank. Everything else doesn't really matter. So you guys can do whatever you want with those abilities. So that's pretty much my ability list of what are the best abilities to run on offense right now. I personally have been a huge fan of the abilities. My favorite abilities are Deep Out because it's just so broken. It just monsters everyone entirely. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other changes you guys want me to do on offense. Maybe you guys have your opinions on what abilities works good for you guys. What doesn't work, just let me know. But these are the most abilities that I've noticed have worked for me the most in Madden when I play in online games. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.